Hi guys, so today I am back. It's been a little while, I've not been very well, particularly with my blepharitis, and this is what I wanted to talk about today. And I'm going to talk about kind of life dealing with blepharitis, a little bit about it, stuff like that. I have done a video on this before and I will link that down below for you. I talk about what it is quite a lot, but back then I didn't really know what it was, and basically now I just am a bit more educated on the subject. And blepharitis is something that someone of my age shouldn't really be suffering with. The optometrist that I have seen, and that's where you should go if you think you might have it, is go see an optometrist, an optician, someone like that. There are eye clinics in hospitals, definitely worth going and speaking to them, because if you think you've got it, well, it's very painful, so if you've got it you will probably be in a lot of pain. I've had it for quite a while now, and I'm just really kind of getting used to doing the routine that you have to do to deal with the problem, and it's not curable, there's no cure for it, it can just come and go. Anyway, on to what it is. Blepharitis is a eye condition. There are two types of it, there's anterior and posterior. I won't go into that too much, that is in my previous video, which I will link below like I just said. And I believe mine's anterior, I think, I'm not sure, I can't remember. But anyway, it's basically where we have glands in our eyelids where the lashes grow and they can get blocked and they don't secrete the oils that they should do, and the result of this is very sore, dry eyes, and you also get this thing that's called congealed tears. I get this a lot still. This is where the routine comes in to kind of reduce this, and basically it kind of seems like sleep, you know, like tacky stuff, but it is like kind of like cloudy, milky, transparent globs that you will find if you pull your lid down. I'm going to be really grim now, and if you pull your lid down like that, you can see it resting between your eyeball and your lid. I have got really good at kind of pulling my lid down and just scooping it out. Not ideal to stick your fingers in there unless they're clean. Obviously I do make a point of cleaning my fingers before I do this. Again, it's not ideal to have to do this, and there are wipes that you can use to do this. I've been doing the proper routine for a good while now because I had a really nasty flare up and I needed to do it. There was not a choice thing, I needed to do it, so that's what I did. And I'm going to talk you through what I use and how to deal with this problem. If you think you've got this problem, like I said, go see an optometrist, an optician, someone like that, someone that can point you in the right direction, tell you whether you have or haven't got it. I don't know why I've got mine. It's mostly common in younger children or babies and elderly people, so I'm really not the catchment age for that. I have read on the internet, because I looked into eyelash extensions strangely enough the other week, because I thought that I quite liked the idea of them before. I looked up blepharitis and eyelash extensions, and I noticed that people that have had them like on the regular have found themselves getting blepharitis because they're not cleaning their eyes properly, because the nature of having them, you can't rub your eyes and clean them properly as well as you normally would, say. On to the things I use then. The things I use, firstly, you have to do a hot compression. Now this is called an eye bag. It's just a beanie eye bag. I will link this down below. You can get these off Amazon, they're about £15. You can use a hot wet flannel, but I find that this is just easier because it's not wet, and you have to do it for about 10 minutes. And after that, you can either use a lotion or wipes. These are the wipes I use. There's quite a lot of different wipes and lotions around, so it's worth having a look. I will link a website where I got these. They are good, and they do need to be preservative free, but most blepharitis stuff is. The clue is in the name, Blephiclean, you know, so it's there, it's good for you to see. They do also do a lotion, I think. I do have a lotion as well, but I prefer the wipes just because they're a bit easier to use. So I would go with the wipes. They're also easier to carry around if you're going on holiday or something, because I am going to have to take these away with me. And then the eye drops I use are these Celuvix, I don't know, something like that. And I use the 0.5. You can get a 1% one as well. I'm not quite sure the difference. I guess it's just dosage. And they come like this. Get through about 2 or 3 of these a day. If you're going through a really bad spell, you'll probably use more, because you just constantly need to lubricate your eyes. But you can't like overdose on these, they're just eye drops. And they don't sting. So these are all the things I use, and it seems like a lot, but once you get used to it, it's not that bad. I just wanted to make this video kind of a bit more awareness about blepharitis, because I don't think people really pay attention to many illnesses or anything unless they are suffering with it. If you guys have blepharitis or you're having any trouble, you think you might have it, please leave me any comments, any questions down below. I'm happy to answer them, and I will probably put a link to some more blepharitis stuff down there. So I will see you all soon. Bye!